Hi, I'm Ryan Graves, and this is The Person Within. In today's episode, you will hear about life-saving care given to Connie Toby at United Regional. Please join us as Connie and her husband Mark discuss their incredible experience. Thanks for watching.
Well, I was having some in and out of consciousness, some spells to wear, and that morning I totally lost consciousness and woke up and didn't really know where I was. And Mark just happened to walk in my office and find me and brought me to the emergency room immediately. When we got here, I was in a wheelchair, and when the nurse, he went to park the car, the nurse was pushing me down the hall, and that's the last thing I remember. I never got out of the wheelchair. I coded.
And they were rushing her to the back room. Her heart had stopped. So they told me to follow them. So we went back there and they cut her clothes off and started doing chest compressions for 4 or 5 minutes, it seemed like. And then couldn't get a pulse. And excuse me.
So it was pretty tough, yeah. And then when I got to ICU, I coded 3 more times. And I understand the third time they got a pulse, but they couldn't get me to wake up. So they injected something in my IV to get me to wake up.
After the third time, Dr. Palmer had said that he's going to come up and they're going to put a temporary pacemaker in through the artery in her neck. And did that, and then after that, then she didn't have any more episodes. But Kumar, when he came up, he's so personable. And so, you know, especially to my kids, all my kids came in. So he was so he explained everything and what he was going to do, how he did it, whatever. He was so informative, just a great guy. You know, I really look up to him.
So I was actually consulted by the patient's primary cardiologist and to evaluate the patient because she had had refractory arrhythmias in the emergency room, and it required multiple rounds of chest compressions and advanced life support in order to resuscitate her. Her heart rate was very slow when she arrived in the emergency room, so a temporary pacemaker was implanted through her neck, which is essentially a wire with a balloon that goes and sits in the heart. So the decision was made while she was in the hospital to go ahead and implant a defibrillator, which is a device that is placed underneath the skin, underneath the left collarbone, with wires that go into a patient's heart that are able to detect abnormal heart rhythms for the foreseeable future and able to treat those heart rhythms so that they can save a patient's life.
Absolutely, it's just been a miracle, actually. The first couple of weeks was tough. You know, the week in the hospital was, I don't remember a whole lot, but the week at home was kind of tough. But then after that, I started getting some energy back and feeling better. And yeah, I mean, now it's just been a little over a month and I'm feeling pretty normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely good care, you know, when I needed it, real fast acting, yes.
You know, after someone receives a defibrillator or a pacemaker, such as Ms. Toby did, they can go on to live a completely normal life. You know, there are no limitations in what she can do. She can go back to living the life that she was living before all of this happened, almost like it never happened. So that's the miraculous thing with her story.
This is a miracle right here. This is a miracle, yeah.
You know, everything was just a great experience going through that. Everybody did what they needed to do, and we feel very fortunate and very lucky we were where we were at. You know, so.
Absolutely, thankful.
All the staff was so attentive, comforting, doing everything they could to help us. And they were teary-eyed as much as I was, you know, it was crazy. It was a tough time, Yeah.
United Regional saved my life. I had excellent care.
That's true. That's true. It was.